And we're live. Welcome, everyone. This is the first annual beige carpet sample pre-show of the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair, the 86th Florida Antiquarian Book Fair in St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm Lynn Thompson with Henry Bemis Books in Charlotte. With me is Kara Accettola of Little Sages Books in Florida, and we are your co-hosts for what will be 6 or 7 hours of live programming over the next 3 nights. Welcome, Kara. What's up?
Hi, what's up? How are you? I'm excited. I think someone's joining us.
Just arriving is Alan Smith, our producer for the Rare Book Cafe, and our man on the street at the Florida Book Fair Coliseum in St. Petersburg. And right now, he is sideways. I'm going to see.
That is not surprising at all.
I'm going to say it with him in that manner.
Yeah.
Alan has been scurrying around for a couple of days now, taking still photos and film of the setup for the convention. There's over 100 dealers. It's the largest in the Southeast. And so we're during the, let me give you a little background on what we're going to be doing the rest of the time when we're not on live. Our focus here is the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair Facebook page. And if you go there, you're going to see videos that Alan takes that he puts up directly there. You're going to see photographs that he's taking. You're also photographs and videos by exhibitors who are, as they are getting set up, they have been putting things up. So you're going to want to check the Book Fair Facebook page regularly for the latest 411 on what's going on, because literally things are happening minute to minute. It's an event so enormous that no one place can comprehend it all. And so we just tell everybody, go to the Book Fair page and pop it there. If you want to see what else broadcasting on many just hashtag Florida Book Fair. That's all one word with a hashtag in front of it. And that will pull up for you everywhere that hashtag appears, which will not only show you all the things that are happening and have been posted, but who the really tech-savvy people are who knew to put them there so you could see them.
That's right. So I'm curious, am I still sideways?
You are.
How is that possible? Now you guys are sideways and I'm right side up here.
No,
I
you're
tell
not.
you what, I'm going to go out and come back in again. Is that all right?
That's probably a good idea.
All right, I will do that.
Okay.
And I should mention that while Alan's getting reoriented to the planet, we have a lot of things that are going to be happening, and we don't even know in what order. That's going to be part of the fun of the event. People are going to be dropping in. It's just like an open house.
Yeah.
I know Kara has invited a bunch of her friends in the Antiquarian Booksellers Association of America, and they're both people who are at the fair and people who are not. Great opportunity for you to talk to the best and the brightest in the book field. If you want to ask about a book, come on and show it to us, and we can get you some opinions about what it is. If you are looking at your screen and you mouse up to the top left corner, you'll see a little chat box with a blue page in it. If you click on that, you can ask questions without having to come on and type, but you'll also find a link I've put up where if you want to come on the show, all you have to do is click it, and it will bring you right here, and up you will pop, just like Alan, who is now back with us, right side up.
Right side up, all right. Well, I feel a whole lot better as a result of that. It's nice to be right side up. Being upside down or sideways is, well, not exactly the best situation. So I am, it's wipe it. Well, there we go. Maybe that's a little better. The book fair is ready to go. You can see down there that there's a little bit of activity on the floor where some little dealers are really just milling around getting ready, but they have been working all afternoon, really since early this morning, putting their booths together. I've spoken with some of them, and we will be visiting some of them a little later. I also want to let you know that Megan Sheehan from Biblio is here. I just spoke with her, and Megan and Alan Singler. Oh, I'm sorry.
She's gonna hunt you down.
She is. Well, hopefully she's not hearing this yet, because she's. They had just arrived for a little, just very briefly, and then they were checking into the hotel, and they were going to be back. So I expect we'll see Amber and Alan Singleton from Biblio. We'll see both of them before too long, and one of them will be joining me directly right here as we move around the space, and the other, and I don't know who's going to do what at this point, but they will make the decision on what they're going to do. The other will be visiting us through a laptop here, and so we'll probably be up here in the mezzanine, which is where I am, which affords as you can see, a wonderful view of the entire book fair.
Looking good.
Exciting as always. I have not been downstairs yet to see the crowd gathering in the lobby, and I will be doing that shortly. I do have a video that we'll have to show you later, probably tomorrow. The manager of the information booth, I walked into the information booth where we had put the beige carpet, and the manager of the information booth had commandeered the carpet, and she was using it to rest her feet. And I told her that was quite all right, but we're happy that she was doing that, because that means that she'll be ready to go when the book fair opens and ready to answer questions, anybody's questions.
It needs to be broken in. We only got it yesterday from
That's true.
From Bob's Carpet Mart in St. Petersburg. So
That's right.
shout out to Bob for.
Yeah, that's Bob.
Bob is a public spirited carpet seller, and we are all the more lucky to have it, because apparently last summer they had an enormous fire in the warehouse when the propane tank on the forklift caught fire. And fortunately, the local fire department arrived, spreading and possibly immolating both sample number 1 and our backup beige carpet sample.
Well, what's amazing to me is the vast staff of researchers that you have, Lindsay, that you have available to be able to dig up these facts so that we can relate them to the public.
Well, we treat this as the book fair version of the Macy's Day Parade. And as each float goes by, or each balloon, we're going to tell you things like that you did not know. And when it's over, you're going to shrug and look at whoever's viewing with you and say, well, golly, I certainly didn't need to know that either.
Well,
And how?
we are, if you turn my camera off, are you able to do that?
I believe
to do that.
Just a moment.
If you turn my camera off, and I will venture down,
Yes, we have turned.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. And
well, then that will save your effort and save everybody's eyes and stomach as we move around. My goodness, look who is here.
Who?
My goodness.
Santa doesn't come
Okay,
to
turn on the camera again, because we have none other than Stephen Eisenstein here visiting right now. Right now, Stephen Eisenstein is here, and Stephen, I'm going to ask you to clip on the lavalier mic, and okay, and I'm going to ask you to just join me here as we are here in front of high above the Coliseum floor and for the opening of the book fair.
This is one of the most beautiful photographs. When you look at the fair this way, it is just gorgeous out there. It's one of the most beautiful book fairs when you look down at the aerial view of it. It's a great room. It's a great fair. And
Well, you
I
see,
hope everybody that's seeing this right now in the next 72 hours can join us while the fair is open.
They can indeed.
They can
And
indeed.
we would be glad to have them.
It would be a pleasure to have you. And if you have books in your house, remember, you can bring them to the fair. If you go into the lobby, you can check them with the Florida Bibliophile Society. Same way you would be checking a hat check in a restaurant or something like that. Walk into the fair, whether you're a seasoned seller or a one-time seller because you wound up with some books. The book fair is the perfect place to bring them to find out, A, what they're worth, and have over 100 chances to sell them, depending on what kind of book you bring.
And make sure that you come around and visit Stephen.
By all means, we're in alcove number 6. If you tell me the word boogity, 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 shoot, doo-wah, I'll give you a 40% discount. But you gotta say boogity, 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 book, shua.
Wait a minute, you said that twice. Two
Boogity,
different
boogity,
ways.
book, shua. One way, you give me a boogity, and I'll give you 40%. That's the deal.
is that 5 books?
That's 5 boogities. That's what I counted.
5 boogity discount.
Boogity, 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 shoot, doo-wah.
But I think probably like 2 boogities would probably get you the 40%.
Okay, for sure, for sure. It was a pleasure to see everyone there. And remember, it's not
So
just
did you
now
get
on the
this yet?
broadcast. They'll join us for the Rare Book Cafe
Does-
every Saturday at 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. on Google Hangouts on air. And remember, preceding the show, you can catch the voice but no image on WDBFradio.com for Bucks on the Bookshelf.
Except for this weekend when it will be from the archives, right?
We are archiving the show this week, yes. I think we're either doing a combination of Hoosh and War Show or a cable show from, Jay show from last week. A little confusing. If you look at the book fair photos today and you saw the truck that was empty, that was full of books, much more light. The truck that was full of books yesterday is now assembled in the format of a pop-up bookstore in Alcove 6. And you got 100 bookstores to visit here today. So we hope you join us tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday.
And Sunday. Yes, right. So when you get here at the book fair, then this afternoon at 5 o'clock, we open at 5 o'clock, and we're open till 9 o'clock tonight. When you get here, make sure you make a beeline for Stephen's booth back in the far left corner of the Coliseum, because you got to take him up on that boogity boogity 40% off.
It would be my pleasure. And if you don't have a chance to come to the fair, but you really want to buy something, go to Facebook, go to Ephemera, and look for the posts by Kara. Hi, Kara. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi.
I saw you guys at the bottom of the screen. She's got great ephemeral stuff that's being posted right now, probably as we speak, on the Ephemera site on Facebook. Hi, Kara.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun page. Yeah, I put some things up on there. I just can't wait to, I love the byline. Head on over to the far left corner of the Coliseum. Steve needs to hear this, right? Head on over to the far left corner of the Coliseum, Alcove 6, holding a 5 boogity 40% discount fire sale. Not a fire sale.
No fires with books.
No, it's a love sale. It's a love sale. Oh, it's Bob's Carpet had the fire. That's what, Lindsay confused me. But it's a 5 boogity discount is what it is. Excuse me, sir. Do you know about the 5 boogity discount? No, ma'am. I only know about the 4 boogity discount.
And will you be interviewing the guests on the gray carpet tonight and asking them if their handbags are by Hermes? And if they spent
Exactly. We're going to see which London and St. Petersburg designers are dressing the fine ladies and gentlemen of the Florida Peninsula.
I was realizing the other day they sold a 21 centimeter, or however they mention it, Hermes bag for $125,000. Can you put $125,000 in hundreds in a Hermes bag? I don't think it would fit.
I don't know. Exactly. They'd have to be rolled pretty tight, like an OG.
If my booth gets bought out, I'll let you know.
Exactly.
All right.
We're gonna go back to setting up. You guys,
Thank
unless
you.
you've got other missions for
Thank
me.
you very much.
I have pictures of you to shoot later.
Okay.
Pictures of the pictures. Lindsay, Kara, ciao.
Ciao, Steve.
Okay. Well, that was a nice surprise to have
That was great.
Stephen be here. Now, if you can, now what you've done, Lindsay, is you've muted your own microphone. Uh-oh. Everybody is everybody's bailed. Everybody bailed out.
No, I mute myself when I'm about to sneeze.
Oh, can you mute me and hide me? I don't know if that's possible from your end, but if you can do that, then you won't get this strange trip down the. Uh-oh. Nope.
No,
That did not do it. Okay,
that
so
did.
am I muted?
We can hear you, but not see you.
Okay, good. All right. In that case, then I will proceed to move the camera around and go back, see if I can set up downstairs.
So while upstairs, what's new in ephemera these days?
You talking to Lindsay?
No, to you.
Oh, to me. Well, what is new? Gosh, something new is on the desk and on the interwebs almost every day. I was seeing something really exciting that the Fine Books and Collections did an article on just yesterday. What was that? It was someone's very unusual paper dolls. Some literary notables, paper dolls for sale. Did you see that going by?
I did not. I missed it, but I will certainly look it up. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, well, kind of all I remember right now, and I have to be honest with you, I was slightly distracted because I'm kind of obsessed right now with listing the cities in America that are a 24-hour drive from St. Petersburg, Florida, because the fair is opening in an hour. If you got in the car and you just stuck your sandwich in your back and you got in the car, even if you were 24 hours away, if you drove like Maddie and was so motivated, you could be there by tomorrow night with plenty of, time to wake up and go to the fair on Sunday. So I'm thinking south of Maine, east of the Mississippi, you don't have any excuses. Is that too much to ask?
Would you mind handing me that?
I think we're discovering.
Carpet. This.
Oh, I lost it.
Oh, it is.
There you are.
Thank you so much.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, getting dizzy. All right, I'm going to tell you, I got to find out about it. Listen to this. It's actually velvet paper dolls. It's actually F. Scott Fitzgerald's wife, Velvet Fitzgerald, and it is her incredible set of painted paper dolls that she painted herself because she was an artist. Hello.
Well, that's a pretty amazing collection, and I can't imagine how it has managed to survive.
He doesn't have his mic muted. It doesn't the back channels there of the Coliseum. But I didn't even know that she was a painter ever. And she probably made the dolls in order to entertain Frances Scotty Fitzgerald, their little girl. See if I can post the link. There are 7 costumed dolls. The link to the story is right here. How's the boy look? He's 7. He's going to go.
How are you?
When we get Alan's attention, we'll just have to tell him he needs to mute himself.
Right, exactly.
That's the great thing about live TV, folks. Stuff happens and you just power your way through it.
That does not seem to be possible. Hi. Okay, it does not seem to be possible for me to mute me. So power on. You guys have turned off your sounds. Looks as if you have turned your sound off. Okay, so let's see. I gotta find someone here, and I will be back. So you guys continue, if you will. Just continue. Hi, how are you?
This is what book dealers do when they get together. You're getting to see the ritual of book selling are unobserved.
Not yet. Absolutely. Set that book there.
Oh, did you?
This is Dan. He's an old time guy coming here. He knows the guys that started this.
Oh, good.
I started
Dan?
giving books at Dan Maxey.
Oh, Dan.
I started collecting books in '45.
Oh,
I've been at it.
well, let me get each of you to step over here on the beige carpet. Just step up on the beige carpet here.
I'm not involved. I'm not a person. Oh, this is.
No, that's okay. We're just here talking about.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this.
We should take.
Okay. Anything else, Jay?
But if you found stuff here that you really wanted, what would you do your purchases to tax what you would spend on it?
It's disconcerting. I discovered last month I had been put in Facebook jail. And I don't even.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
I bought a sign.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Alan.
All right, that's good to hear.
But before you begin,
Yes.
I need to alert you, since we are, as we've advised our viewers, next time you change location, you need to mute yourself.
Excuse me?
I said the next time you change locations, you will need to mute yourself.
Okay, I'm not able to do that apparently. I
Right
tried.
now you have, right, and Kara is reminding me of something, which is that you have at the moment muted her.
Oh, okay. Well, here we are, and over here I have Dan and Monica and Jeff. Dan, Monica, and Jeff.
And Alan,
And yes.
please unmute Kara.
I say it again.
Please unmute Kara.
It doesn't appear that I can do that. You have to do that. This is unscripted live TV, and we have no idea what we're doing.
Like that,
Okay, so I have Jeff and Monica and Dan here, and they are first in line here at the book fair, and so we're doing a, as you know, we're doing the beige carpet report, and they are standing on the beige carpet, and so my questions here for you are, well, what brought you to the book fair?
the love of ephemera, the love of old things, old artifacts, old documents, old illustrated books, even back to the 1600s, Arabian books that are printed with teeniest, tiniest letters that you could ever imagine. And it's endless, an endless river.
Okay, that's excellent. That's excellent. Now, we have questions from the studio. Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing? Because you know, at any opening, you're wearing a designer or something. So.
I'm probably wearing something that Tom Selleck wears.
There you go. All right. Good answer.
Tom Selleck inspired Hawaiian shirt.
So,
Yeah.
Tom Selleck inspired shirt, right? Absolutely. And Monica? Yes, and Monica, who are you wearing?
I'm just wearing beachwear.
Beachwear, okay. Inspired by where we are in St. Petersburg, right? Okay.
Monica's wearing a fabulous tan.
And our folks in the broadcast studio say you're wearing a fabulous tan. So you were telling me, Dan, that you've been here since the beginning of the starts of book fair.
For years, and I did enter it some years ago, but now I mainly just come to buy books. I'm a dealer, one of the bigger dealers in Georgia. And I come to buy books and to fellowship with some of my dear friends who are great dealers here.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being with us. I don't want you to lose your spot over there. So
Thank you.
Thank you. And you see this on Facebook, on YouTube, for the book fair.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you very much.
My name's Alan. Thank you. Okay, so those were our first victims or guests. Hi, how are you? Step over here onto the beige carpet. Step on over. No? Step over here on the beige carpet. We have a.
That's better. The axis is better.
He loves saying
So over in the corner there, you can see that the sign for the Florida Biblio Society is being posted over there, as is the book check. Hi there, how are you? Okay, I'm going to get you to put this, fasten that just to your shirt there, and there you go. Okay. So what's your name and where are you from?
I'm I live in the area. I live in Tampa, Florida.
Uh-huh.
And dedicated fan of the book fair. And I've been coming here since, let's see, probably since the 70s.
The 70s, for a long time. So before it was ever here at the Coliseum.
Was at Tampa Theater.
Tampa Bay Hotel, or the
Tampa Hotel,
right.
University of Tampa.
University of Tampa, years and years ago. So, so what? When you come, what are you looking for?
Illustrated books, cartoon books, comic art. We have all related to that, and illustrated books from the golden age of illustration.
Oh.
Late 1800s.
So do you have a pretty large collection?
Yeah, a pretty collection of NC books. Visual artists. NC Wyeth.
No, the NC Wyeth books do they tend to be the old adventure novels that he illustrated? Yep.
Classic literature like Treasure Island.
Mm-hmm.
James the Deer Slayer, and so forth. And we're also looking for ethnic memorabilia books, 20th century artists like Kimball, who was a great illustrator, sports.
Sure. Oh yes, one of the favorites of his.
Actually, it's getting harder and harder to find this kind of book.
But you can't give up on the hunt, right?
I keep on looking for what I still
So one of the things that as you know, if it's a red carpet event in Hollywood, or one of the things that we're doing a beige carpet. So one of the questions that is always asked is, who are you wearing today?
What am I wearing today?
What designer?
Just wearing this shirt here.
Well, that's from Sanibel Island. So that's
Sanibel Island. That's when I go down there on vacation in Sanibel Island every year, and we buy a lot of t-shirts and so forth. And we go crabbing birds or bird watchers. So,
very cool. Yes. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here. And let me get the mic there. And you'll be able to find this on YouTube or on Facebook for the book fair. Okay.
Under your website, right?
Right.
Your website.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot. Yes.
Yay!
Step up here to the beige carpet. You know, most big openings have a red carpet, but we have a beige carpet. Because we're book fair. And what's your name? William. And William, what brings you here to the book fair?
It's the first time going to one.
First time you've been to the book fair?
First time.
How'd you hear about it?
I heard from some friends at work, Kara,
No, you don't like it.
I'm like afraid of
All right. Okay, so what interested you about the book fair?
what book are we coming in to see stuff?
Oh my God, don't I see you? Sorry, I'm like,
But you're a reader.
Yes, I read a couple books, but I don't really know the authors that book.
Oh.
I just like look out, see what I read.
All right. So you pretty sure you're going to find a lot of books around here. Right? Yes, absolutely. So one of the things that they always ask on a red carpet or a beige carpet show is, well, who are you wearing today?
Well, I'm wearing a body.
Oh, okay.
It's not a book. So I'm wearing a book, but I don't have a shirt.
But it's a game, and what is the game? Mafia 3. Okay. And okay, Mafia 3, and our research staff will look into that, and they'll have details about that later on. So thank you very much for being with us, and all right, thank you. So step up here for the yes. Hi there. As you know, with big openings, that they usually have a red carpet. Well, we have a beige carpet. Okay. So okay, there you go. And then okay, just step up here on the beige carpet. That's good right there. Okay, and so tell us your name and where do you live in Tampa. Okay. And so what brings you to the book fair? Of course. What kind of books do you like?
I've never had a book I don't like.
So you're just a book lover, and you're gonna love books no matter what. Oh, good. So is this your first time at the book fair? Or it is. Okay. So how'd you hear about it?
My fiance over there told me about it.
So okay. So you know that one of the things that they always ask you on a red carpet show is, well, who are you wearing today? Something went down the stairs. Something popped out. Oh well. I think it's. Can you guys still hear? Can you guys still hear her?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Okay. So who are you wearing today? All right. All right. Yes. So thank you very much for being with us on our very first. This is our very first beige carpet show. So you're gonna be able to see this on Facebook, and also you can find it on the YouTube channel for the fair. Okay. Thank you.
Is that funny?
Come on, you guys are stars. Come on, you're really stars. You know, you could do this.
Okay, so we've got
Now
1 minute
we are
until the board's officially open.
So-
Just an FYI.
Okay, so we'll wind it up here. This will be our last interview. You know that this is usually there is a red carpet opening for events.
Yeah.
Well, we have a beige carpet.
Okay, good.
But these are two of my favorite people who come to the book fair regularly, and in fact, they are so famous now that they've starred for like 3 years in a commercial. In the commercial that we do for the book fair, and that's because they walked up to the camera when we were doing this. I think it was 3 years ago, and they agreed to say some nonsense things that we put together and made it into a commercial. So I want to thank you for doing that. But you guys are well known around the entire Tampa Bay, at least, you know, parts of St. Petersburg anyway. So tell everybody your name.
So I'm Mary Kay.
Tell us what.
And tell us where you live.
Davenport, Florida.
Davenport. Oh, that's right. All the way from Davenport. So that's for those of you who are in other parts of the state or country, Davenport's a pretty good hike. It's well beyond Lakeland.
I actually flew in from Pittsburgh.
Oh, you
for the
did?
fair.
To make sure that you were here for
Because
the
the dates got changed.
Yes.
I've already gone back north.
Oh, great. Well, we're so
back.
glad that you were able to be here.
Yeah.
So, well, what are you looking for today?
Natural history books.
Natural history.
Turn of the century.
Mystery, military history.
Cool. All right. So you always, when you come here, you always, I know this because I've seen it. You always go away with a stack, and you have a okay. Well, we got to show that. Okay.
I bring it back.
You bring it back so that you will have that.
Actually, I got this from one of the vendors.
Oh, did you really?
Underground books.
Yay!
Oh, you got that from
Really
Underground
on a
Books? We're going to
team.
be talking with them a little later. They're going to be joining us on this. You're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to see all this on YouTube and on the Book Fair channel for YouTube, and on YouTube or on Facebook.
And it's live right now.
But you, so if you had known that, you would be able. Your friends would be able to see it. You didn't know. So, but here's the thing. When you see that, you're going to want to share it out everywhere. Definitely do that. Know about that. So that, but
Right tickets, we'll have a separate check-in here, so you can
Okay.
wait
So
in line.
Sarah's talking about bit freight tickets. Okay, so they're not ready to open quite yet, but it's getting very close.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay. Ooh. We're gonna go. So we're not getting quite crowded. Okay, so the final question is, as you know, any kind of an opening where they have a red carpet opening, this is, you know, the pre-show. Well, we're a stage carpet pre-show, right? Because we're the book fair. But at a pre-show like this, you're always asked this question: who are you wearing today? So Tommy Bahama, okay.
Yeah, I think we're both wearing Tommy Bahama.
Oh, Tommy Bahama, all right. Well, all right, and you know, how appropriate for the biggest and best tropical, or biggest and best book fair.
It is the best book fair.
Yes. Say that again, I didn't quite hear that.
It is the best book fair.
Did you guys get that? Do you need that to be said one more time?
It is the best book fair.
All right. All right.
Well,
So
duh.
we will actually, we'll probably cut that out as a thing and then use it separately. This is the best book fair. It is. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Yes.
And it's good to see you year after year. How many years have you been
Well, actually, compared with some people, not very many. But I think it's been about 5 or 6 times. There's some people who've been here.
You're a fixture. I always look forward to seeing you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, we're likewise.
Good to see you.
Alan?
Good to see you.
Alan?
Yes. Yes.
Tell them they don't
They
get
have a question for you.
Tell them they don't get any money if we use this clip.
Oh, our finance chairman said, tell them they don't get any money if you do this clip. No, they've been doing this commercial that we cut 3 years ago.
I don't want them to get their hopes up because we had to go beg for the
We
carpet.
get so much pleasure.
They say that again.
We get so much pleasure from it.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Where's the gift bag?
Well, let me just,
Okay, so how much time do we have?
we have 14 minutes.
Okay.
You're watching Book Fair Live. It's the opening day of the Florida Antiquarian Book Festival at the Coliseum in St Petersburg. And as Kara was telling you a few minutes ago, if you're going to car down, you can be 24 hours away. St Petersburg for most of them. You have a live broadcast here. This is the lobby of the St. Petersburg Coliseum. It is our beige carpet sample pre-show, where Alan Smith, our producer, is asking people to step up on the beige carpet sample in St. Petersburg and tell us what brings them to the book fair tonight. So what are your impressions so far tonight, Kara?
It's been absolutely wonderful to see. I never get to see this lobby view. Maybe T could mute his audio for a second so that the people who are watching the live feed can hear our wonderful comments. I never get to see the lobby because I'm always on the floor. Maybe I'm running to the ladies' room that in the corner there to fix my outfit or my lipstick last minute. But I never get to see that great lineup, and that lobby looks really exciting and wonderful. I just wanted to comment on a few things. We are 5 for 5 with tropical wear, so we can now, this is like the Hall of Tropical Wear, and we had a first-time fair goer in a very small sample size, and we had people from out of state in a very small sample size, and we also had people that actually got on a plane to visit the fair, which goes back to my 24-hour point. Everywhere you go across the country within a 24-hour radius, there's definitely a 24-hour 7-Eleven or someplace to get something that can keep you up for the drive. And I'm not suggesting you drive exhausted, but I say get in the car and go, no matter where you are. Well, within range. She's coming Pennsylvania. I mean, maybe there was a little more involved than just the fair, but I think she planned her weekend around it. Didn't it sound like that?
It did.
That's awesome. I think I told you a little while ago when we were, you know, having some chats building up to this that I had a woman come by my alcove one year who had flown in from South Dakota, and she was visiting her sister, so we weren't completely a destination fair, but she flew that weekend knowing that she would go to the fair. So, you know, that's pretty exciting stuff. I love seeing everybody come down to drink in the sunshine and have some wonderful local fish and seafood, and it's just a great weekend for dealers and for visitors alike. I'm missing it already, but I'm happy to be here with you.
So you go to a lot of book fairs. Do you find crowds as stylish at others?
Some less and some more, I won't lie. They are pretty snazzy on the Upper East Side for the Manhattan Fair at the New York Park Avenue Armory. I ain't gonna lie. They're looking really good.
You get a lot of hipster action there.
Well, actually, yeah, you do get the hipsters, but you also get the really the finely dressed ladies. And on opening night Thursday used to be really almost a black tie open, or I think it might still be a quasi black tie open. So there's actually sometimes, you know, there's ball gowns and really beautiful outfits on that floor. That's not necessary. It's just pretty eye candy. But Boston, everybody's wearing brown tweed. I think the men and the women. And so, you know, you see a pack of brown tweed laden folks, and I usually run over to them and say, my people, and then sometimes, oh, you're just people wearing tweed. Oh, you're just Bostonians. And then, of course, in San Francisco or Oakland, they are full of color, and everyone's wearing something that maybe was hand-painted in Berkeley, or they got at a little gift shop in Sonoma. You got a little more of that flair. And then in LA, Pasadena, they are well, they look like they're going to be on a reality show, and they look really good because they're really like skinny and tan and stuff, you know. But I will say I love the energy of that Florida fair because everybody, even the dealers, you can see they kind of unbutton a button and they're just there to have fun. It's a fun fair, you know. Dressing up as they button the fourth Hawaiian button, you know.
It looks like Alan's got somebody on the beige carpet sample, so let's drop back in for a moment and see what he's up to.
Beige carpet, and who do we have here? Names? Ray and Ryan. Okay, good. Okay, so tell us what brings you to the book fair.
My son is very interested in books and has been for a while. He's been looking forward to this for about 6 months.
Oh, great! Wonderful. So. Oh, that Lighthouse book. Oh, good. Okay.
Yay!
All right. So, what kind of books will you be looking for?
Like classical civilization, like Rome and Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm looking for maybe it'd be nice to find something 16th century, like a vellum binding.
Oh,
I think that'd be nice.
All right.
I don't have anything. Right now I have an 18th century, 1792 copy.
So you've already begun your collection.
Right, I have a few
For
that are
quite a
nice.
while. Okay.
Yeah, for a little while.
Oh, good. All right.
Nice.
All right. So one of the things that is always part of, as you know, as part of an opening like this is on a red carpet opening is that we ask you the question of, well, who are you wearing today? So tell us who you're wearing.
Right now it's Target.
Target. Okay. Good. I like it. Right. There's a commercial there.
Nice. Yeah, there he is.
I guess it feels like a golf.
Okay. The finest in Florida golf attire and in Target. All right. Absolutely. They are standing on the beige carpet. You know, we want to make sure that everybody knows that there's beige carpet. Now, what will you be shopping for?
I will be shopping for old. I like to look at old handbook books and old safety books. Older the better.
Yes.
And obviously, wherever he likes to.
So you have a collection of those as well.
I just look for them. I have a couple books.
Here's
the big collector.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much for being with us, and let me tell you that you can find this on Facebook, and it'll be on Facebook, and it'll also be
You'll have
on.
the rollover live feed, right? The
Sorry?
live feed will stay up.
Yes, it'll stay up, and you'll also find it on YouTube, on the Book Fair channel on YouTube.
Awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
All right, that's awesome. We are in
All
our
right.
minute countdown to the door officially open.
Tell me, say it again.
Annual,
How many?
8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay, I think I probably should go.
Is
I'm
that
gonna give everybody one more look at the crowd here.
we see?
We'll have everybody wave. Everybody wave. Everybody wave. Okay, everybody. Okay. All right. Okay, so the crowd is gathering in here and growing, and now what I'm going to do is go ahead, and if you want to switch back to you and turn me off, I will attempt to move inside so that we can get the opening gavel here.
We're excited. Yeah, let's see some of the dealers. Lindsay.
Yes, and we let Alan go.
Yep.
We're learning on the fly here, and I discovered how to actually do that.
Yay!
Sunday, this is going to be fabulous, Kara. People are going to think we've been doing this all our lives.
Or at least since 4.
Let me remind people, if you're just joining us, you're watching the opening day of the 36th Florida Antiquarian Book Fair at the Coliseum in St. Petersburg. I'm Lindsay Thompson with Henry Bemis Books in Charlotte. Our co-host here in the virtual studio is Kara Accettola, Florida-based book dealer. And if you want to come into the conversation, just go up to the chat icon in the left corner of the screen here, and you too can be part of this conversation, and you can questions about the program. It looks like we are opening the show.
Oh, yeah. Sarah! We should talk to Sarah. Can we listen in to what Sarah's saying for the 5-minute open? Or is she just doing last-minute business stuff? She's doing back-of-house stuff, I think, still. Huh?
The suspense is building. I think we better stay right here.
Yeah, exactly.
This could be, judging from the people behind those doors, this could be like a Walmart Black Thursday opening.
Exactly. Antiquarian Black Thursday. Back to black.
Booksellers going wild.
Booksellers gone wild. The 2017 spring edition.
Ah!
Let's see who we see walking by. But can they see us? I don't know which way he has the camera out, but he's filming, but I don't know if they see us.
You're fine.
No, actually, no one can see you. I have the screen turned toward me so that I can see what's going on.
Okay.
So no, they people are walking by, totally unaware that they're being observed by you in the studio.
They might have to sign an agreement if that's the case. Just kidding. I have an idea, and that's if you turn the camera when you're talking to some of these folks, then they actually can come in and see us talking to them too, and kind of feel like they're in the program. That'd be really fun, selfishly.
Well, we certainly could do that. And
try it.
Maybe we could do that with some of the folks that we're talking with, and then they would be able to write. Okay, so
Lindsay, like
now
7 times.
the door. No, these are
The door is wiggling.
So.
The door is wiggling with excitement.
It is indeed. And Actually, I want to turn it around a little bit so that we can, I'd rather have not have the extended post in front. I'd rather have it back because we don't want anybody to.
That was the badge walk-in. We know that one well, don't we?
That was Skip Richardson.
Yeah.
Oh, now I have an exciting thing that I just learned about a little bit ago.
What's that?
Carl Nudie. Carl. Carl.
Not yet.
No, I know. I am, but I just wanted to. In the.
Oh, you're doing it live now?
They're in the control booth. Yeah, they're in the control booth, and as you can see, we've got Lindsay Thompson, and we have Kara.
Hi.
So
there they are, and they are joining us. They are joining us in the studio. Actually, in a couple of studios. Step up right here, because I wanted to let them know that about the exciting thing that you were just telling me about, and that is that you have a booth over here for what?
We're going to demo letterpress printing on a couple of printing presses
Fabulous.
at the Tampa Book Arts studio, and it's with the University of Tampa. And we're just going to let everybody pull a postcard or a bookmark of their own.
That's wonderful. Oh,
that's good because we're going to be visiting. We'll be around and visiting Carl a little later tonight.
Very good.
So thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Alan.
So also here, you should know. Earlier, I saw. Amber Sheehan was here earlier, and I have not seen them again, but she and Alan Singleton were here, and of course are coming back. Are coming back, and we are expecting to see them soon, and they will be joining us during this evening during the broadcast here.
Biblio.com is the diamond.
Here we go. Here we go. We're going live here, or we're going. Book fair is about to open. Here we go.
Doing badge.
Okay, here they go.
Doing human open.
The book fair is now open, and we have people coming in and eager with excitement.
That's right.
And you may have heard early in the broadcast there was the Florida Biblio Society was pushing the things that they had, the bag that they have. They have a bag that people can use to handle the things that they have. Hi, Larry. There's Larry. Larry's walking by, and so we have people coming in.
Yay!
They are streaming in, and things are becoming active here.
Alan, let me ask you: are you on the Wi-Fi?
Am I on Wi-Fi? I sure hope so.
Okay, me too. Checking.
I signed into Wi-Fi. See you later. I signed into Wi-Fi a little while ago, but whether I stayed that way or not, I do not know. But I certainly hope so, because if I didn't, it will be not as good as if we did.
Yay!
People are coming in.
Open. Ding, ding,
People are excited. This is great. This is just awesome that we have. We've made many new friends now.
Yeah.
This beige carpet report, because now we have a number of people who we will always recognize. Every time we see them at the book fair from now on, we will always recognize them. So
that's right.
That's an exciting thing. We have a few who have been like that for several years now.
You need to speak to the letterpress people and see if they will make a card that reads, "I was one of the first beige carpet sample preschool guests."
Well, I'll see if they have the capability of pulling that off.
I can email them a picture of a strip of beige carpet.
All right. Hey, I have another couple of people here. I have two book lovers here who I'm going to ask to come over here and talk to us because I know that they will. Hey, how are you? We're doing this live here. We're live. Step over here live right here. You can't escape. Okay, take this right here. We want you to stand close to each other. Put it here. Put it in there. Okay, you got it? Okay, good. All right, and you've got your support literacy in the sarcasm. I love it. All right, so let me frame this up a little bit. Now, you missed the beige carpet opening. We had a beige carpet opening, and we will probably do that every year. You know, most places have a red carpet opening, but we have a carpet. Right. But as we should.
Considering the traffic between here and there, it could have been a blue carpet opening.
Well, that's true. So what I wanted to get you to do is say your name. Tell everybody your name. So we've got the live audience out here.
The lady first.
Joanne.
Chip.
Joanne and Chip. And Joanne and Chip are regulars here at the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair. In fact, one year, and there's video to prove this, because if you look on the channel, you'll find it. There's a video in which Chip says, "We mark this down on our calendars in ink."
Oh yeah, yes,
absolutely. And he wasn't just making that up. That's true. That's totally true. And this is something that you just never miss.
No, we don't want to miss this at all.
Right.
This is a wonderful thing to see. It reminds us of home. We've got this many books,
but there's always room for more.
You better believe it. So we come in with a wish list, and then we buy a whole lot more
of things that you didn't even know you wanted.
That's right.
We got that right.
Well, we enjoy having you come to the book fair, but as you may know, that you starred in is still running.
I remember I've had people this year already tell me they saw it.
They saw it, okay.
And wow, hey, you're on TV. And at first I'd forgotten about it. Wait, okay, I know what that is.
That's right. That is. Well, we appreciate that you were willing to do that, and we've had a great time having that on. We considered changing it this year, but rest assured we're not going to this year. But what we consider doing is having people, I know you would want to do this, is having people sing "Take Me Out to the Book Fair."
Oh, I like that.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Now,
Take me out to the
well,
we were working on that, and we didn't get to the point of getting it finished to get ready to do it. You would do that, wouldn't you? I know you would. That's in addition to being a book lover. Chip is and you move over to Spade Frame. Chip is also a writer and would very willingly take on that project, couldn't you?
I have done stuff like that, rewritten existing lyrics on special occasions.
Well, this is something that we perhaps will do next year, and what we're going to need to do is be able to put them up on an easel so that so everybody can see what the. But you could, try it right now. Take the book fair. Take me out to the. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Buy me some paper bags. I don't care if I ever.
Oh boy, room in the nook.
Yes.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Yes. So we've got something going there. And we'll need to do that. We'll touch base with you later in the year, but we'll need to do that early so we can get it all. I've got your card.
Email me. I will do it.
I'll give you a heads up on it so that
we need to do next year already.
That's right. We always look forward to the show when it's coming, but then we always look forward to getting ready for the next one.
Yeah.
And some of that, as you might expect, some of that is already started.
Well, we can definitely handle the lyrics.
Well, thank you very much for visiting with us here.
Good to be here.
Enjoy the book fair.
And remember to
support
literacy.
Thank you very much.
Not long ago, I used that song. You wrote it 18 hours to the dark.
Well, it's 5:09.
It's always a pleasure.
It's 9 and people are still streaming in.
Yeah, they are.
They are, and that's we like to see that. We like to see that. There's a lady out there in the lobby. There's a lady out there in the lobby who reminds me for all the world like Marjorie Stoneman Douglas in the way that she was dressed. Maybe we should venture out there and visit with her. Unless it's time. Is it time? Do we have? What time is it? What do we need to do?
5:09.
It's 5:09. Okay, so we've got plenty of time to go pop out there and talk to the lady who looks like Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. Is that good?
Sure.
Studio? Is that good,
Yeah,
studio?
sure. At 5:15, I think Underground Books will be popping in. So you got 5 minutes.
Well, that'll be a good thing when they do.
Hello there, I have to check your bag.
Not at all. Well, it's like swimming upstream here. There's a salmon complex here.
Hey.
Well, let's put Alan on hold while he's swimming upstream.
Okay.
And remind folks that this is the opening of the 36th Florida Antiquarian Book Fair in St. Petersburg. The show has been open for 11 minutes, and people are still pouring in the doors for this 36th annual event, which has over 100 different booksellers from all over the South. And I'm Lindsay Thompson here with Kara Accettola, who has a friend dropping by in a few minutes. Tell us about that.
Megan Bell and Josh Nisi of Underground Books in Carrollton, Georgia are going to join us. And we talked to 5 people maybe in that opening moment in the lobby, and 20% of first fair liner-uppers actually not only knew about Underground Books, but were holding an awesome Alice in Wonderland tote bag that they got at Underground Books, I assume, last year. So they're definitely a fan favorite. They always bring a lot of really exciting literary and bibliophilic merchandise. Not everybody brings the merch, but they bring the merchandise and the rare books and papers. So they've kind of got it all going on over there towards the stage, I think, on the last row to the right about there. And they're awesome people. I've known them for 6 years, way before the Florida Fair. And of course, they're part of GABA, Georgia Antiquarian Booksellers Association. And there's a lot of GABA folks down at this FABA book fair. And it's definitely thick with Southeastern dealers, but there's plenty of dealers from New York City and New Jersey and Connecticut. There's a lot of Northerners who come down too, because it's called spring break. But got a pretty good representation. I don't know that anybody's there west of the Mississippi, but the Eastern Coast is thick with coverage. So let's see. I think he's got somebody who's ready to talk, and we've got
Go back in and find out.
Yeah. Is it the literary librarian? No.
Well, I'm trying to get in, and as soon as I'm able to get it to respond.
Too far, guys, because I have the mic here.
You have the mic right there. Okay, so we'll be right here.
He's keeping me roped to the
Okay,
camera.
so we're getting messages.
All the comments, everybody's commenting. Where am I looking
Okay,
here?
so we're good.
Close to me.
Okay. Hey, everybody, how you
guys.
doing?
This is Meredith Myers, the stand-up librarian.
I knew that was
Always
a
with my promotional materials, guys, but that's because I did some PR with you guys a couple
That's
of years
right,
ago.
that's right.
So learn
So-
from the best here.
So Meredith is, we're always happy to see Meredith coming to the book fair, and he always said it's Meredith. And let me tell you something. You know that bow tie that you gave?
Yes.
Well, I was going to wear it tonight. I couldn't tie it.
Oh no!
I couldn't tie it.
You should have brought it. I guess if I would have told you I was coming, I could have tied it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be your personal assistant anytime. You just call me and I'll
I
come
have
tie it. Do you have it? I'll tie it. Yeah, I'll
All right.
tie it for you.
Okay,
I'm gonna
guys.
tie his bow tie while we're here.
Right here.
But I bought my ticket. Part of this, well, I think it was 2014. I was the spokesperson.
It was a long time ago.
It seems like a long time ago, guys. But here, I wanted to tell the story to everybody out there because, you know, I was a comedian that decided to become a librarian, and I got my master's degree from USF in 2010. And I was unemployed for almost 5 years. Well, this fair here brings me lots of luck. In 2012, when I moved back from LA, I came to the book fair because I come here all the time because I'm from St. Pete. And I had just made my first book purse. Okay, so this is it. My first book wristlet purse. And I was carrying it because I had made it for myself. I hadn't thought that I was going to sell it to other people. And I was walking around, and Edie, who is here in one of the booths, I don't know if her exactly come yet because she doesn't know I'm coming yet. Edie saw it and bought it off of me that market. And she's bought something for me every single year. But she's the one that bought my first book purse, and then from her, she's like, well, you should sell these things. And so from meeting Edie here at the book fair, I started selling all these products, and then from there, started to do other things like the bigger style purses and cosmetic bag. I have one of those in there. And then bow ties, long ties. I have shoes on. You can't see those. But I have now over 50 products that all promote reading and literacy and fun. And I have over 60 costumes because I perform comedy, not literary comedy. But it's because of coming here and meeting Edie that I started to sell these products. And then, of course, I started doing all my literary comedy shows in libraries. And then you all invited me to be the spokesperson that year. And then I had a booth here of selling all of my products. And then I helped do some PR with you guys, and that's where we met. We had so much fun together going around St. Pete and interviewing a bunch of people and all of that. Let me tell you, I was so happy to be here and be a part of that and selling the products that, again, I launched from Edie. Well, then that year, when I'm at my booth selling my items, my current boss walked up and said, hey, I need a librarian. And I went, oh, okay. And he's like, I built a library. And I said, oh, sure. I thought it was another like weird old man, hitting on the girl in the bookstore, right? And I said, okay. And it was, I think, Sunday afternoon, and I was really tired from a long weekend or whatever. And I gave him my bookmark and my business card. And he's like, okay, when I'm ready to bring you in, I'll give you a call. Well, I went to work on a cruise ship in Hawaii for 6 months or whatever. And then I came back, and there was an email in my email box, and he said, okay, the library's ready. I'm ready. Come tour it. And I went and met with him a week later, and it's a replica of the Capitol building. He built it. It took him 6 years. And I have been working there now for 2 years, cataloging every single thing in the library. So I did all of his books, 5,268 books, I think, at the end of 2015. And then I've been doing DVDs, Blu-rays, great courses, and all of that. So see, this book fair brings so much love, friendship from all the people that I've met, but it also brings a lot of opportunities, especially job opportunities for me. And that's where I've been all this time.
So Meredith, I've wanted to ask you this ever since I found out that you had a library.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you this. the stick that you did, the routine that you did as the stand-up librarian. What happened with it? Did it change? Did it change? I guess, or have you had an opportunity to even do that?
I wrote a book too. So I wrote the book, and then now I'm writing another book about that experience because I think it's really funny for 5 years being unemployed and doing all these shows. I approached and saw libraries a certain way, but then once you actually work in the library, then you have a lot more stories. You know, so I've got a few that I'm going to share in this next book. I just need to get the first one published, and then I can get the second one published. But yeah, it's really weird. I'm a cataloging librarian, which is so weird because people always think, oh, you're so great with kids and you do all these shows for patrons of the library. I'm actually cataloging, so I'm in front of the computer the entire day.
So you sit in front of the computer and talk to people.
No, I definitely play some music, and it's a beautiful library. And you can go on my Facebook page and all that stuff and find it on my Instagram, which is of course Stand Up Librarian, and you can see a lot of the pictures because my boss is really cool. He lets me like do whatever I want in there. And you know what, guys, I will do a show there when we finally open. We're still not open. It's like a library gallery. It's private. It's in Tarpon Springs.
Okay.
So, but it's a gorgeous place, and yeah, so I'm going to do a show there eventually when he's ready to open it all up to the public. But it's just been a weird journey, and I still do shows when people ask me to do them, but it's really working a full-time job, and I live on the beach, so I drive 2 hours a day to work in the library. And I do some cataloging at home, too.
So the old story that you told about not being able to get a job,
yeah.
Now that's evolved and moved on to a different.
Yeah, because I always open my set with the teaser adventure book. And how, you know, the story of how basically I could never get hired. Well, now I finally got hired, so I guess that joke's not working. So I'm in the process of writing some more jokes, some new jokes, but there's just nothing funny about having a regular paycheck. It's really, really great. But I'm looking forward to spending that paycheck here.
Right here.
Yes, I always come. I always support T and John's here at River Row, and a lot of my other buddies that are here. And so I'm going to ground support everybody. And Josh and those guys in Atlanta, I hope you're here. I always buy something from them. So
okay, so
so
you're going to tie this.
Yeah, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to tie tie. The maker of the tie is going to actually put it on him. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
So Alan,
I sell them on my Etsy shop. You can go to standuplibrarian.com.
Are the ties advertised on the Stand Up Librarian?
Are the question from Lindsay are these ties advertised on the Stand Up Librarian?
Yeah, everything's on my Etsy shop. But if you go to standuplibrarian.com, there's a link there that goes to my Etsy shop. Or if you go to meredithmyers.com, and that's Myers, M-Y-E-R-S, it'll go, there's a design button, and you can hit that and go right to my Etsy shop. I adopted a cat from a shelter last year. He's a little ginger cat. He looks just like me. And I named him Finnegan, Butterbeer CK. He's named after Finnegan's Wake, because Jeff Morris is a good friend of mine, and we did a James Joyce event a while ago, and so he said Finnegan's Wake was his favorite book. So I don't know, for some reason I named him after that. And then Butterbeer, which of course is Harry Potter, I love that. And then CK after Louis CK. So, but anyway, my cat is on Instagram page, so you can check that out. Finnegan, Butterbeer CK. Or you can go to Stand Up Librarian. Okay, now, it's like tying a shoe, really.
Well, this is a real breakthrough. This is the first time.
Are you getting this?
The first time.
And when you buy one of my ties, I actually send a how to tie a bow tie sheet with it.
This is the first time we.
Book fair.
I am. I'm walking around. I'm shopping. So just say, "Hey, Meredith, tie this."
Hey, Meredith.
This
so, yeah,
is our.
All this stuff. I have about 60 items, 50 to 60 items now on my Etsy shop, which is Meredith Myers Designs, where you can get to it from Stand Up Librarian.
This is our first
you can get one of these.
program with 2 book librarians.
Is that right?
Sharp. You're welcome. So nice to see everybody out there. I'm going to say a bunch of you.
Yes. Well, we will see. We'll see you in a bit, and
I'll be shopping. I'll be supporting everybody. So yeah. All right, guys. Everybody, come on out. I have my ticket. I come back this weekend. So, yeah, I'm going to go see Edie and Steve. Yeah. All right. Take off my thing. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Wow, you guys are back. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't know there's a place to stash the
Let's see. The okay, 1 second.
Go ahead.
Megan actually wrote me on the side to say she may have to call back when the music that we talked about before, that great music that happens on Friday night, she's right next to the speaker, and I can picture that from where her booth is. So she says she may have to call in tomorrow when there isn't that awesome opening night ambient music playing. So that was why she was popping in and popping out.
Well, that's one of the things we discover as we go with the program. That's Tommy Campanella Jr., who is a classic Sinatra-style pianist in the St. Petersburg area. He has a regular gig in a local club and gallery where he and a saxophonist play old standards. And it was a real prize for the book fair to be able to get him this year.
Yeah. He's been there other years, yes? Or is he a different guy?
I'm not sure, but
yeah.
they made it a point to tell me to mention him this year. So we're glad to have you.
Yay, thank you, Tommy Campanello. That's awesome. Oh, I wish I could hear it. But as far as that was great. I've actually had dinner with her, and I think we were like a table of 12, a bunch of us, at one of the great on the water places, one of the Italian places there. And she's just a hoot and talented, amazing, multi-talented woman, obviously, brilliant and funny. And I'm glad to hear that she found a spot cataloging. What is that, a private library or
like a private library? Yes.
Sounds fabulous. And yeah, and so I put in some of the links here to her site, and everybody can find her Etsy store, and they can have a biblio bow tie just like T. Allen.
Well, I'm just consumed by jealous. I think that's a cooler bow tie than the one I'm wearing.
Oh no, I don't know. Is that that I see, Lindsay?
Well, let me see how to. This is a Ralph Lauren.
Love it.
Happy wasp sort of bow tie.
I knew I saw Madras, but now I see it's actually a split color tartan. That is beautiful. I love it. It reminds me, with the violet into the red and then the light blue into the indigo, it reminds me of 19th century Victorian publishers binding style, the split jet or the rainbow font. Have you seen that on a binding?
I have, yes.
Black bindings will sometimes have this really subtle ombre bleed across the color palette, and then an overstamped black rich border, and that's that rainbow or split jet font is what that reminds me of. I love it. So I think it's a toss-up. I don't know.
I thought when we started the program again last December after a hiatus when Blab went out of business, that I would make bow ties my little signature item. But I see now I'm going to have to up my game.
Maybe some suspenders.
Something, because Alan is clearly on the move here.
No,
it's the kind of thing you see here at the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair. People buying revelations and discovery revelations and even fashion revelations.
Even an epiphany, a couture epiphany.
Exactly.
I like the tie though, and I think you own them, Lindsay. You own it, so I don't think you have any competition there. That's a one-trick pony, that biblio tie. No, but it's really fabulous, and I hope she sees an uptick in her Etsy sales. I think she just might, because I think everyone needs one in their wardrobe for any literary event, whether they're in a local book collecting club or they're, they are just headed out to the library for a library sale.
Well, I make it a point to promote bow tie sellers because I believe it is part and parcel of being a well-read individual to have bow ties in the right circle. Just the other day, I passed a young man who just graduated Clemson University and who has gone into the bow tie business.
Oh, that's fabulous.
This part of the Carolinas, along the North Carolina-South Carolina line, is still one of the biggest selling areas for bow ties in America.
I believe it. Yep. I've seen my best bow tie viewing in Charlottesville.
Oh yes, that's another great bow tie town.
Mm-hmm.
When I lived in Seattle, it was a precinct of a certain type of lawyer and an increasing number of judges, oddly enough. And my old friend Charlie Justice of the Washington Supreme Court has been a bow tie pioneer for decades and also a very noted literary stylist.
Ah, so it goes part and parcel. But yeah,
It's part of the ambience.
I see through that little box there that T looks like he has Amber from Biblio, and I don't remember the other fellow's name, but I just wanted to mention that Biblio is the diamond sponsor for the fair. We love them so much, and AbeBooks.com is the platinum sponsor. And, you know, where would we be without either of those venues? But I happen to personally love Amber and have shared a beer with her, so hey, girl!
Yeah. Who's the chief operating officer and also has a fancy title. We'll get Alan to remind us of those. And of course, we know that Amber is the chief book pixie.
That's right.
Biblio.
Well, I didn't recognize it's not Brendan, so I didn't recognize him. But...
Let's jump back in and see what they're up to.
Okay.
Alan has the disadvantage of not being able to hear you, but Amber can hear you and she will translate. But we have, yes, we can. And can Alan Singleton be heard?
Yes.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
We can hear all three of you.
Okay, okay, good. That's good to know. And this is such stylish, you know, this sound setup is really very stylish. But okay, so we are thrilled to have Amber and Alan here to be with us here at the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair. And so I know you've just had just gotten an opportunity to walk in, so you haven't really had a chance to get an impression yet.
No.
This is your this is Amber's second fair. So Amber, you already have some expectations. Alan, you haven't been to this fair?
No, it's my first time here. It's a
Wow!
just the view from up here is really amazing.
Welcome,
Great stuff.
So we are we're going to take a tour around on the floor and be talking to some of the dealers. And I think that you guys have some people lined up, or you need to give us direction of where we need to go.
Right now, actually, we don't have anybody lined up right now. I was thinking, I see that Amber is mic'd. Amber, tell us what Biblio.com has been up to this year. I want to hear about the literacy program and some of the wonderful things that Biblio does for outreach, besides being the bookseller's best friend.
Well, thank you. Well, we have been, while we've been working on the website, BiblioWorks has been growing. They're at 13 libraries now in rural Bolivia as of last year, and working on more and improving those. And there's a literacy festival about to happen in April, Sucre Lie, which is all about spreading literacy and the love of books.
And a library in Sucre will be opening in April.
Okay, a new library in April, so there'll be 14 now. So that is just proceeding at pace.
That is wonderful. And the South and Central American Library Building Initiatives, is that BiblioWorks, or what was that? I can't remember what that was called. Yeah.
Yes, BiblioWorks, Biblio Charitable Works is the full name, and it is just focused specifically right now on rural Bolivia, and making sure that the kids and adults have access to reading materials and learning materials, so that they can, you know, do as they like.
Awesome. I'm putting some of those details in the chat bar just so we have a place where it might be indexed later, so that anybody who wants to hear more about it might be able to at least find their way. They can go over to biblio.com, and I'm sure there's a link somewhere to the Biblio Charitable Works if they want to support it. I know you get some incredible feedback when you do support it, even in a small way. It comes back to you in a really large way. So I would encourage everyone to just help out a little bit, because it's a really great program that you guys are doing.
Well, thank you. And if anyone feels like it, they're always looking for volunteers in Bolivia. So.
Oh wow!
But it's biblioworks.org for the directly getting to that site.
Awesome. That's so great. And it's great to see you guys. Welcome to the fair to you, and welcome back, Amber. I wish I was there to see you and sit down with you for a little bit, but
absolutely.
Thank you so much for bringing them up there, T. So good to see them.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to take a walk down along the aisles, and I think what we're going to do is, as Alan and Amber experience some of this, we're just going to aim the camera at them and look at the experience.
All right.
Because we're not hear their reaction. So probably what I'm going to do is hook Alan up with my sound thing, so that you can hear less of me and more of him. And we're just going to follow him around, and we'll stop at a couple of places that some of the dealers here, and if you people that you know that you want to stop and talk, let us know.
And
so
remind Amber that when she was on the program, we assigned her a quest at this book fair. She has to find and handle a very expensive book.
I have to touch expensive books. That is one of my jobs this weekend.
So as we go through, and we'll look at some of the dealers here, and as we go through, then your job is to ask them.
All right, it shall be done.
All right.
Well, the Bowmans are here, so that won't be too hard of a task.
No, that's true. In fact, we might make a beeline over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of dealers that can help her out.
There's several.
Which lucky dealer will it be?
Fall into that category. That's true. Okay, so catch us in a little bit.
Awesome. Great view. Great view. Oh, that was great to talk to them. I hope we get to talk to them one more time to see how her quest went.
I'm going to let her get away.
No.
But going back to the mezzanine there, and this is why I wanted a drone so badly.
I know.
And they all said, tut, tut, what are you talking about? But now it's just the next leap is out over the floor. And so
absolutely.
I'm going to be making a full court press for the book fair drone cam next year.
That's right. It won't have any audio or technical difficulties at all. It shall be the perfect drone. May it be so. See,
the beauty is, when we invented it was kind of like the old Mickey show in the barn with the kids.
Yeah.
We're just going to get in there and do it. And like the manager says in Shakespeare in Love, I don't know, somehow it just all works out.
That's right. It will be. No, it'll be a good little drone.
But now we'll have 52 weeks to figure out how to do it right next year.
Yes, exactly.
And technology, we hope, will have evolved to the point that we will actually find it's easier than it is to do it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of technology, Lindsay, I know that you have been, how many weeks have you guys been doing this incredible program, Rare Book Cafe, using this platform and the Be Live platform, which we should talk about in a minute, because that's another place that viewers might find us this weekend.
Well, I really have to give the credit to Alan, who found a platform called Blab early last year, about this time a year ago. And Blab was a remarkable little chat platform that popped up, and it became infamous because of Martin Shkreli, the pharma dude who bought the packet and then jacked the price up 900%. And he liked Blab and all night long and talk while he was playing. And that got a huge audience, and some of those people started to find what this thing called Rare. And it in turn was an offshoot of Steve Eisenstein's program, the Bucks on the Bookshelf, which is
Fabulous radio show.
12 to 2 every Saturday on WDBFradio.com. So Alan found Blab, and in August, right at the end of August, after I had come on as a co-host, Alan and I were doing a little test run on a Friday night before the Saturday show, and they just closed up shop overnight.
Yeah, I know. It just dropped like dropped off the face of the earth.
And not only did they disappear, everything. If you didn't save what you had done on Blab, it was gone.
Wow.
So we were down for 4 months looking for other platforms.
Okay.
We settled on Google Hangouts, and we started again the second week of December.
Okay.
We did 3 broadcasts, kind of blundered through those, and found it so taxing we took 2 weeks off, really 3 from years. And yes, we got the vapor. We were all fans. But we came back right after January 1st, and this tomorrow, which will be an extended version of the Rare Book Cafe, will be our 20th weekly broadcast on Google Hangouts. So we're pretty pleased with that. Weeks, that's more than enough time to get canceled on network TV.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. You did. You should be pleased, and the whole community, I'm sure, is very thankful to you. And as it continues to grow, more and more people will get on board, and I'm really happy for all of you. That's wonderful. I see him back with the duo. What's he got going on over there?
Drop in and eavesdrop?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to jump back in. See, if we had a drone, they wouldn't even know we were there.
Exactly.
We are taking a casual stroll.
Walking backwards. So why don't I get around here?
Doing this at all.
How's that right there?
Oh, I see where you are. You're at alcove number 1.
That's right. We're being scientific about this.
Very cool. That's a great aisle. I like that aisle.
Mike,
all the way over there.
Mike, this is.
I'm Amber from Biblio. Yes, I'm Mike Cotter.
Mike!
How you doing?
Back in time.
Good to see you. Yeah.
So obviously you're doing some kind of live show.
We are. We're doing a tour of the book fair here.
Yes.
Book cafe.
We just started here, so we're taking our first walk through and improvising it for the folks at home. So that could be good and that could be bad.
Well, Mike,
I've learned from experience.
but Mike, you've always, when you've done these improv things, when I come up and say, hey, we got to do a quick video.
I always do them, but you never use them.
We use them all the time. They're always there.
This is live.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
That's right. That's right.
But what have you done for me lately? No, Mike is always willing to talk about his books, always willing to talk about the book industry in general, and we've been very pleased for him to be part of all of this.
I'll pay you later. So yeah, at most book fairs I do, by the end of the book fair, people are like, it's over there. Go see the comic guy. I become kind of the mix. I'm kind of the mix between the Antiquarian Book Fair and Comic Con. But it's a great crossover. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of pop culture stuff crosses both genres.
Definitely, and I started out with comic books, and so this is familiar territory. Now I wasn't a collector; I kind of just always was a child. But now
that's why they're worth money.
I've learned much.
That's awesome.
Right.
So ask them if they're able to hear Mike as you guys are talking.
We can hear. Yeah, we can hear Mike. It's a little faded because the mic isn't that close to Mike. The mic needs to be more mic adjacent. But
It was not in vain. It was,
Hello, my name is Mike Cotter. I'm an exhibitor at the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair.
and who you're talking to on the other end of this, in addition to the viewing audience, is Lindsay Thompson and Kara Accettola in Fort Lauderdale.
I have some of Kara's items in my booth right now.
Yeah, you do. Yes.
But yes, both those folks, great folks. So you guys have a good spin around. Obviously, it's a busy night. It's a fun night. There's a lot of people.
Thank you. Good show.
I'm sorry not to get to see you in person, Kara. You were by a port in a storm last year.
Oh, I miss you. I know. Well, I know that it sounds like you're just listening, and T doesn't have the video up. But if you turned the phone, we'd be able to say hi.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, what do you see? I'm seeing back.
I see. Okay, let's see.
Right over here we have the young man who's this young man right here is the youngest
Oh,
book dealer.
and his dad made him that pen from an
First show.
ostrich feather.
Yeah, he's 9 years old and this is his first show.
Hi.
Great.
I'm Alan. How you doing? Good to meet you.
What are you? What is your specialty as a seller? What are you into? Well, I like pictures of science. Fantastic. Pictures of science. I like that. I will definitely have to cruise by here later and take a closer look.
Are these all books that you hunted or found yourself?
He's selected a lot of them.
Well, we'll be back around. It's nice to meet you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, this is really hubbing. Browse and a lot of browsers. Everyone's looking happy. Got the old New York bookshop and Captain's Bookshelf from our hometown of Asheville, North Carolina. Hello there. Do you mind chatting?
Oops.
Well, it looks like we
Okay.
lost Alan for a moment.
He might have walked far from the Wi-Fi.
It's great to see you guys are walking around with you.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doing a little live tour of the book fair.
Yeah, we just got here, so we're just doing the first little tour and seeing who all is here and what sort of things we can find. So, yeah. Well, happy Friday.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Which book is that?
This is lovely. Some books. Tyndall Hall.
There's a possibility for your quest.
There's lovely things over here. I'm going to.
You don't necessarily have to do that tonight because we can continue this through the.
Keep the stroll going.
That's right.
Great to see everybody on opening night.
Okay, now over here is Liberty Books, and you already know there's Stephen.
Hi, Thorn.
Stephen went off. And Thorn Donnelly of Liberty Books, she's back there. Of course, she's a host on Rare Book Cafe.
Yes, I enjoyed chatting with him, and he's busy with some folks, so I don't want to bug him. Let's see. The History Center. We've got the Book of Rack Shop.
And this is EDC.
Oh, Amber's not say boogity, 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 boogity. And don't
here is Steve doing business over here.
Sorry, what was that, Kara?
Amber needs to try for the discount. You need to walk up to him and start singing. But don't tell him we sent you. You need to say boogity, 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 boogity. What was the rest of it, Lindsay? It's the 5 boogity discount.
5 boogity discounts.
Yeah, Steve's offering
Oh,
it.
that's right. Steve,
So what's
we
the
talked
rest
to
of the
Steve
song?
earlier, and he offered a 40% discount to anyone who comes and says, whatever it is that Kara said, tells you. But yes, yes, five boogies. I think you should do it.
It's 10% per boogity.
Can't beat that deal. So here we've got the written books from Georgia. Book songs. That's my. Okay, go. I'm walking away from the camera.
Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you. Next year we'll have better setup. We'll walk around with headphones or something.
Lovely selections. I'm gonna have to spend some time in here for sure. What was my favorite?
I want to introduce you to Bob and Lee.
Hi there. I'm Amber from Biblio.
I'm Alan from Biblio. Meet you.
We have been. One of my favorite rare book tools and to curate on Biblio is the Harlem Renaissance and civil rights and here I look forward to pictures of you. Thank you. Okay, so here we found and we're about to pass through lovely piano music on the stage here at the gorgeous Coliseum. It's busy down here. Wonderful to see so many people. Intergalactic trading. That sounds exciting. Now we've got the permanent special hearings. You're not selling anything. You're not selling anything, but it's still there's apps and you have data and collections, and that is awesome. People should go see Gainesville, Florida, University of Florida representing. Old Army books from Lexington, Kentucky. Doyle's books. We paid them.
Lindsay, okay, can you hear me, Lindsay?
Evening Star books from Middleton, Wisconsin. Oh, electric acid test. I got trouble for doing that. Fill and brush. Fill and brush. Eyebrows there was a video. Hello there. I keep losing my earbud.
I'm Alan from Biblio.
Alan has us doing a sort of us here hitting book fairs to get time. Really got some things here. We keep getting unwired. Sorry.
All right, next year we'll have wireless. So you don't have to do this.
Ed's additional CABA. We've got New World Maps. Beautiful.
Let me introduce Charlie here too.
Charlie, Amber from Biblio. I think we may have met last year. Very quickly though.
I'm Alan. Somebody has an earbud.
That's right. Yeah. We're sharing.
That's look for you guys.
I remember ogling the maps last year.
They're fun, yes, for sure. And set this up with a map of South America, and a map of the world, one map, so we have a lot of different subjects. And then back in the corner, we've got some $1 road maps.
Aha.
$1,000 maps.
That's right, just so you can have a map.
Right.
Europe, Africa, Asia, North America, beautiful. Well, I will be back and spend more time when I am less watered. right.
I'm struck by the geographic diversity you've got here. You've got dealers from really all down the East Coast.
Really?
Yep. That's the best.
Atlanta, Georgia, totally books, double-A books, Bradenton, Florida, Old Florida Bookshop, Green Gate Farm Antiquarian Books, the ABAA. Beautiful. Let's see some illuminated manuscript. Robert Stoll, bookseller. Hello there. How are you doing this evening? Oh, stacks and stacks. George Hickey Books from Selma, Alabama. Book Bazaar from Sarasota, Florida.
Oh, Dan.
Richard.
Amber from Biblio.
I was about
Richard from the Hi, Richard.
Alan from Biblio.
Kara Accettola says hi, Richard.
Oh.
She's in my ear.
Oh, okay. Sorry, she's not here today.
We all miss her, but we are glad that she's actually. Let me show you this.
Hi, Kara.
Hi, Richard. How are you?
And then we have Lindsay.
Yes.
Lindsay in Charlotte.
Hello.
Really cool. I saw something on Facebook.
Yes. So we're now right in the middle of it. So far we haven't lost connection. So.
Yes, we're improving our initial reaction to the fair.
That's right.
Well,
Richard, if you brought your mobile, you gotta come on the show one time this weekend.
am I supposed to do this one, Chicky?
He can't hear you.
Amber, just tell him if you want him on
And
the
he's
show.
working. So.
Look
Yeah.
at him on the screen.
Well, we know. I wrote him earlier.
Book Bazaar from Sarasota.
And people are just coming in and coming in. This is a busy Friday night.
Look at this. Look at this. We're back around to the entrance again, and here we have.
Now I keep eyeballing this Rhyme and Ancient Mariner illustrated by Gustave Doré.
Now that's got,
Yeah, that
that's
might
got
be
some
a touchable,
possibilities.
that might
Yep.
be a
Yep.
touchable.
Be selective about the book you choose to have.
That's right. I don't want to. I'm not messing anything up.
I'm going to walk down this aisle, but please guide me. And
Got Strauss Sellers ABAA from West Virginia.
Yeah. Barrister from Davie, Florida.
let me introduce you to.
Hi, I'm Amber from Biblio.
Oops.
Alan from Biblio also. How are you?
Yes, that is my friend with the religious text.
Religious text.
Yeah, he will have something very good for you if you would fit the bill. And also the vellum collector that was in the lobby this time.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Just showing us Reformation titles and a first edition of Cotton Mather. So I have been given a quest. We're talking to
Kara
and
Lindsay.
One of my quests is that being an online book promoter, I have not had the chance to handle my books. So one of my quests this weekend is I am supposed to handle as many very expensive books without breaking anything as I can. So.
Do you have one to recommend?
I think we're.
Got you.
Oh, a leaf from 1220, a manuscript leaf. Look at that hand. Oh, that is fantastic.
This is the oldest book I have. 1502.
Oldest book is 1502.
It's in a later binding, but the actual
Well, that's beautiful.
Yep.
From 1502 in a later binding.
Have you heard of Simon Kierkegaard?
Kierkegaard,
Yep.
yes.
Well, this belonged to his brother.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't really have much.
No, but it's
But it adds to the story. It adds to the story and the mystique, doesn't it?
How am I doing? Is that a good start?
That was great. Remind me the name of their business.
This one is Stroud Booksellers.
That's right, Stroud. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for helping me my quest. I'll be back by later. Let's see. We've got Kartik from Osprey, Florida. Langdon Manor Books from Missouri City, Texas. Hi there. You're doing a live stream. So I'm Amber from Biblio. Nice to meet you.
Alan from Biblio.
And we're doing our first reactions to the fair as a walkthrough. So just calling out the folks who are here and getting folks into it. So
When we started doing our live broadcast, you were one of our. You were actually. Well, you were one of the early first interviews, and we appreciate that you were willing to do that.
Thanks for bringing me on.
And is a story about the name of the company. This is I think an interesting story.
So 2003, I got divorced. I wanted to get a house, just so I could get a dog. And the dog's name was Langdon. So I was told to never name a business after a pet. And technically, my business is not named after my pet. I would have poker nights at the house. And he was a wonderful basset hound. In fact, my first catalog is dedicated to him. I had a dog once who helped instill the belief that home is the place inhabited by your nearest and dearest, wherever that may be. His name is Langdon. He died in October. But at those poker nights, people would leave saying, "This is Langdon's house. It's Langdon's Manor." And I was like, "That's a really cool name. I'll use it if I ever go into another business."
excellent.
That's awesome.
I'm immensely grateful to you guys.
Adam was an attorney before he had the good sense to get into the book business.
And do you all answer the phones?
Occasionally, yes.
We do.
Well, I happen to know that both of them answered the phones fairly frequently, I guess, because I have called and I've gotten them just like that.
Well, that's one of the things I've been impressed with you guys. That small, very few times I've had questions. Someone picks up the phone.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
We all wear a lot of hats, and there are four of us kind of on phones at any given time.
Well, and even the emails, you guys responded in 24 hours. Really
well, thank you. Lots of coffee, well, thanks for chatting with me.
Well, that's a perfect place to end.
Now, do you mean just the interview or good?
Wait a second.
Good? Are you done with us?
No, keep going.
Okay.
That was perfect.
What are you saying?
We needed to end. That was like the perfect little.
Okay. Well, let me introduce you to Kurt.
Hello there. Hi, Amber from Biblio.
Kurt Sanford. Hi, Alan from Biblio. Good, how are you? Sure.
I think I met you then when I was with Brendan last year. Reading again books, I definitely recognize that name.
Sorry. You gotta stay closer. We're joined
Yes, that's right,
at the ear.
I think it's a good look for them.
It's right around the office.
We're doing our live reaction to our first walk. So it's a busy night.
Yep.
So.
We got a good pre-show.
Yes. I've heard that's the real fun.
I got it.
Check on the Einstein.
Let us talk about that. Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
I want to introduce you to Jonathan.
Amber from Biblio.
Hi, Alan.
And we're going to talk to. We have a special treat here. We're going to talk to Jonathan about a special book that he has here at the show. He's going to tell us all about it.
Yes. Shall I bring out the book?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
It's not the ginormous.
And guys, this is going to be our last for a while because my battery is getting ready to die. So.
Well, I'm sure my personality will kill it. Okay. Yes. The book by Albert Einstein.
but it has a problem. And Albert Einstein tried to sign it twice. And when he tried to sign it, he blobbed it the first time, and he blobbed it the second time, and he quit, in my opinion.
Can't we call that a feature?
But here's what it is. Albert Einstein, in my opinion, did this signing. I've had other people look at it, and suddenly look at it and say, it just doesn't quite look like Albert Einstein. So, would I afford you to sign something twice and blob it up twice? The second part, this is another portion. This was owned by Frederick Brandstetter. The family was known in Germany for doing books that were science for little kids. School children. So he's the right kind of person to have this
That
book.
would have had it signed as
That would have
well.
it signed. So it's almost as if you have one group of people that look at this and say, that signature is quite right. And the other group says, psychologically, this makes complete sense. And he could have written it, on his leg.
Sure.
And so that's the intriguing
Two signatures. The price of one.
Yes. And can you imagine? I can see Einstein. Nobel Prize, and he's cursing to himself. He can't even do a signature straight.
That is beautiful.
And so that's what I have. So this is the first edition, and I priced it as if it weren't signed, because I'm not sure. So it's $5,500. If this were signed twice by Einstein for sure, there were no question about it, then it would be about $25,000. And that's the difference.
Yes, all the difference. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, absolutely.
Rarely do you have a book that has sort of the two parties, one on the psychological side of it, and then the other saying, we're looking at the physical signature.
Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Nice to meet you. We'll be around again a little less wired.
Please do. Stop by. Thanks.
How are you doing on the...
Very cool.
If I could tell this. I'm down to 18%, so we're going to lose it pretty soon.
We're gonna have to start
How are you?
shortly. We're running out of battery.
We'd probably best wind up for tonight. Then we now know we
Yeah,
have.
he said we can go ahead and wind up for tonight.
Okay. All right, let's just stop
More.
there.
We-
Or get it off the hook.
I'm here for
Alan, hi, how are you?
Well, Lindsay, that was a really great tour. I reckon they got
We
through
did.
about
We did.
25% of the floor.
Mark has. Are they
We now know we have a one book or one battery show.
Yes, exactly. 2 hours. Well, he might not have started on 100%. I don't know if he did or didn't, but
Well, what do you think? How was your absentee book fair experience today?
oh, it did fill me with ennui. But we shall ennui all the way home.
Well, tomorrow we have to get some Booga challenge.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, she wasn't up for that. She's up for a lot, but for some reason she wasn't biting that hook.
Well, I think Steve was trying to sell something, so maybe we can send her back.
That's true. That was a blast.
Well, what have you got? Do you have anything planned, or will it be more smorgasbord?
Tonight, or did you say for dinner tonight?
No, for tomorrow. With
Oh,
particular guests lined up, or
our guests. Well, we'll see if Megan can jump on tomorrow since the piano player won't be playing. I heard it in the background, and that is the gentleman I think who's always there. It's just great. So we will not fault him one tiny bit for interfering with our interview plans. We're thankful to have him there entertaining our guests on opening night. So we'll have Megan and Josh, and we'll see who get on the horn here and get on the interwebs and see who has joined the all call for coming on tomorrow. We'll let you know. It'll be a fun day, Saturday at the fair.
Let me remind everyone that opening day ceremonies and the first hour of the 36th Florida Antiquarian Book Fair in St. Petersburg. Kara Accettola in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm Lindsay Thompson in Charlotte. We are your co-hosts for this program. We'll be back tomorrow wearing two hats, both Book Fair Live and the Rare Book Cafe, which will celebrate our 21st program with an extended broadcast. We'll start at 2:30, our usual time, and continue on until 5 or when Alan's battery runs out.
Exactly.
And, the rules will be the same. You can find us to watch the show on Rare Book Cafe, on Booksellers FBA, on the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair site, and on several others, including the Book Fair on the Book Fair channel on YouTube. We will also tomorrow, again, have a link, in addition to the one that will bring you to watch this program. We'll have a separate link where if you want to join us, come in and be part of the conversation. Be another co-host. But I'm not that interesting over the long haul, and I'm much better in the sprints. So you and Kara can talk about things while I often look up some new jokes. But we will be back tomorrow, and then on Sunday, we'll be doing the last 2 hours of the show from 2 until 4. So it's just, as you can see, we didn't even get through but maybe a third of the program tonight. And hopefully by the end of the rest. We should remind everyone that the book fair is sponsored by Biblio.com, the diamond sponsor. We went on tour at a walkabout just now with Amber Sheehan and Alan Singleton from Biblio. We're also grateful for the sponsorship of Abe.com, which is another sponsor. We're thrilled to have two such significant aggregators of booksellers and book buyers in the new age of technology. It's great book fair now in its 36th year.
And the partners for the fair, Spectrum Reach and WUSF Public Media. Wanted to mention them.
Absolutely. And if you look at our Facebook page, you can scroll down and find all the exhibitors and a number of other local sponsors as well.
Yay.
So join us again tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time for day 2 of the 36th Florida Antiquarian Book Fair.
Awesome.